Hey guys, Asian Kyle here, and I'm bringing you something incredibly cool today. I just received this package from Hyve Technologies, as we see right down here, with this +2 base plate in this anodized blue. That's just absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen my review on this, go ahead and check it out. These things are incredibly high quality, fully CNC aluminum with just a gorgeous blue finish. There are some pros and cons about them, just kind of like with everything, but overall, I really enjoy this product quite a bit. So what I'm bringing you today is actually something incredibly cool. They sent it to me for free. I'm not being paid by them to do this, but it's the first product I've actually been sent to do any sort of review on, just to give out for free. This is supposed to be something brand new from them, so I don't even know what's in it. I only thought there was one thing in here, but it feels like there are more. There's something here, here, and down here. So let's go ahead and dive in and kind of see what is in this package. So I'm going to move the contents towards the bottom. Handy dandy Sabenza. Alright, let me just go ahead and peek in here and make sure there's nothing, information on it. Alright, no information in there. So let's go ahead and just dump out the contents of this packaging. So there is my +1 base plate, everybody. It's pretty cool, but wait. What else is in here? Another one. And it gets even better. One more from Hyve Technologies. Hyve, if you guys watch this video, which I'm kind of sure you will, I really appreciate this. These are just so incredibly cool. Not only did you get me the blue one like you said you would when you contacted me over my Instagram, but you also sent me the other two in this this sort of green. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be OD, but I'm colorblind, so excuse me and my color blindness. But also this absolutely gorgeous red. I really appreciate you guys for sending this out to me again. Let's go ahead and open them up, and that way we can kind of get a nice, good overview of what all these things kind of look like, to give you, you the viewer, a little bit more of an insider to see what exactly these things are all about. So there's the red right there. We'll go ahead and get the blue out. Granted, I already have the blue, but it's still kind of cool. So go ahead and pull the blue out. Inside the packaging is still just their standard paperwork that kind of tells you how to install these things. And just like I said in my other video, everybody go and please watch their video about how to install these things. It's incredibly important to do so. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And then last but not least, this OD green. And again, the packaging is just superb. Again, I can't even tell you how cool this is. So here we are. We've got 3 of our +1 base plates out, and the blue in the center here, this olive drab, and this gorgeous ruby red. Well, from what I can tell, is ruby red. So we'll go ahead and just start with this one here. Just like with last time, the logo is very finely printed on here. Kind of like with the blue. Granted, the blue is getting a little dirty, but it's part of my carry, so there we are. The machining on it is absolutely gorgeous. Kind of like if you watched my other video, you saw that right in here there's a little bit of just color missing. That's not the case in this red one, but still all the edges are very smooth, and they feel very soft. That's just the best way to describe it. Again with the blue. Interesting little milling marks in there. You're never going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. There we are with the blue. Kind of the same sort of deal. Again, just very soft feeling. I cannot come up with a better way to describe it. And last but not least, this green. And I mean, looking at this green now, I kind of wish I would have gotten the green last time instead. Just to be totally honest, it's not too late for me to do it again. But just absolutely incredible. The machining on these is just incredibly fine. You know, obviously, since they are being machined, they are incredibly consistent amongst each other. But these things are just absolutely beautiful. I really appreciate this Hyve for doing this for me. This is something that's been kind of anticipated by anyone who has high base plates. Mostly because if you actually use these things to carry, this +2 is just a little bit big, and obviously the gun is clear. But it's just a little bit big. It feels great in hand, but when it comes to carry, this does stick out just a little bit. I know it's only a Glock 43, and it's pretty easy to carry as is, but when the gun is sticking out, it's just this little section right here just is a little too long. So I've actually been using the standard just pinky extension in this one, and obviously here it is still empty. But I've been using just the regular pinky extension, just 6-in-1 in the chamber, just mostly because of how much shorter that this is than the +2. So I'm very excited to see this and very happy to see that they actually came through and made these the way they said they would. I know that there are some other parts in the works here from Hyve to go ahead and make these +2s for their other models, as well as kind of the M&P. But definitely the Glocks are to come with these ones. So let me go ahead and pop one of these on on my magazine here. Mark number 4. I've got 4 mags. I highly encourage you to mark your mags if you've got more than one, even if you just have 2. That way you know if a mag starts to give you issues which one it is. So let's go and pop this guy right on here. If you don't know already, the easiest way to do this is actually with a set of just pliers like this. Extend it out all the way, so we're just going to grip right here. There we are. And we're just going to give it a very light squeeze. So let me actually rotate my hands around because I'm right-handed. So give it a very light squeeze. Light squeeze there, and I mean, just that easy. There's no sense in trying to tear up your magazine to get this stupid thing out. So just like that, and of course go ahead and just use, now this isn't even a Glock tool by any means, this is just a regular Allen key, so we'll just go ahead and try and get this off just a little bit here. Alright, there we go. Sorry guys, I had to go off camera just a little bit to get that off, but mostly by doing it that way you don't completely mangle your base plates. So as you know, if you've worked on any sort of Glock before, these things are under spring tension, so just be very careful when you're doing this. You need to keep this little piece still. And there we are. There's your follower. So let's go ahead and actually snag one of these. I think for this one, I will go ahead and actually this time, I'm going to go with I think I'll go with the red. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put the follower back in. Very careful like so. When I get these out, I generally just like to stretch the springs just a little bit, like so, just to make sure they're not jumbled up or anything, and the spring is fairly straight, so I lost my follower back in there with that happening. Just go ahead and just like so, give it a little push just to make sure it comes out nice and easy. Alright, so after we get that back in there, we're just going to go ahead and compress our magazine spring down just a little bit. Now remember, you do need to use this piece here. And it just kind of goes right towards the front. I'm off camera just centering up. There we are. So now that we've already got this under tension, we're going to go ahead and try and start to get this on there. So it's a little bit tight to get on the first time. Don't worry. Just go ahead and keep muscling on a little bit more. And from here, I'm just going to go ahead and push it right on. So. Alright, so the one thing I always forget about when I do these is actually need to cut the little tabs off right there. I know some people really worry about that and cutting off, but I promise it's not going to be that bad. Mostly because these things just feed fairly reliably. If you watched my part 1, which I really recommend that you do, you'll note that I did have some issues with one of them failing to feed last round, but it was very sporadic, very random, so not really documentable, something I can say happened every single time. So once you kind of get that part going, obviously, you move the base plate on from the front to the rear, so everything's under compression, and you just go ahead and give it one last final little shove, and it'll get right on there. Alright, and here we go. This Hyve base plate is on and ready to roll, so we'll go ahead and just stick it into here. Oh, that is sweet. Let me tell you guys, absolutely awesome. This is just a regular +1, or +0, or +1, excuse me. And so far so good. I really, really like it. Feels really, really good. So there we are. It still ejects just fine. And honestly, it feels about the same size. Let's go ahead and compare it with the Plus 2. Now, this is just a first look video, as you saw from the beginning. I haven't actually shot in these yet, but as you see from here, you do get so much more grip with the Plus 2 versus just the Plus 1. And this really does feel just like a regular Glock pinky extension magazine. So let's go ahead and compare it against a regular one. This one is my carry. It's hot. Get over it. So here's just an image of what it looks like that, and I'll be rolling in some stills over here as well so you guys can get a better view of that. But as we see here, it doesn't fully cover up the very bottom of the palm like it did in the Plus 2. What does that look like with my regular one? So honestly, it looks and feels about the same. So far, I'm very, very impressed with this. I know that's probably going to drive some of you guys nuts, having the different colored slide back plate and this little guy right here. I might end up changing it out. We'll just have to see. But so far, so good. I really, really like it. It feels good in hand. I'm very excited to go out and get it testing, and I'll let you know how it goes. So far, so good. It just feels really good in hand again, and the magazine does eject on its own, just like it still does with your regular Plus 2. And obviously, with your, now granted, chamber is unloaded, trigger pulled, so hot magazine, but even then it still ejects the magazines just fine. So anyways, guys, that's just a first look at the Hyve Plus 1 base plate they've been telling people it's going to be coming for a very long time. I really suggest that you go and check them out again. The link to their website is going to be down below in the comments. Please give this video a like and a thumbs up and share it to anyone. Don't be afraid to cut your little tabs off, as you show right here. These little plates aren't going to go anywhere. So this is Eject signing off, bringing you a first look at the Hyve Plus 1 base plates. To my knowledge, actually right now, from what I saw on their website earlier today, that this red, blue, and green are the only ones out there right now. So really, thumbs way up to Hyve. Thank you again for sending these out to me. Go check out Hyve in the comments below.